are you eating, Rock? Did you bring
what
chocolate?
are you reaching, bro?
What chocolate?
Eating.
Do you want some?
Oak's on his own mission there.
You want some?
No, I'm alright.
I have
It's
so
made
many.
out of cashews. Quite good.
I have so many questions to ask. So you just rolling around with a chocolate bar in your pocket, like Willy Wonka.
Like
So-
a fat kid.
It's keto certified.
Oh, let's not get started on keto now. Come now, Rock.
I just started a fresh keto cycle today, Raucus.
Do you want some?
No.
No, seriously, try, yeah, give this to Al. Catch that. It's made of cashews. This one's a little bit
It's
cashew.
keto friendly because it's the smallest chocolate block on earth, bro. So nothing can happen.
It's quite good.
And you, besides rolling around with keto chocolate in your pocket, what's been happening, my son? Back on the monster. Oh,
Yeah. Warren didn't want to stop for coffee, so I have to be back on the monster.
mm-hmm.
No, man, that coffee shop, though, you have to go order from the window now after
Mm.
like 6 o'clock at night. You feel like a
Shush.
criminal. So
I
rather
fucking
not.
hate that, eh?
Yes.
Like at the
so-
garage, you're like, what do you want? I'm like, dude, I have no fucking
Probably
clue.
the same garage. It's
I
the
have
same
no fucking
the one in
clue.
Van Riebeck Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
it's
want to
just
fucking
trying
come inside, bro. I don't know what I want.
Reminds
It's
me-
11 o'clock at night, dude. I didn't come here with fucking, I didn't come for milk and bread, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing a treat run. or
Yeah, I
something,
want to
dude.
see what the fuck you got, dude.
I want some peanuts. I want some licorice, all sorts. I want exactly.
Those looks were my best. Like, what do you want? What do you have? And they're like, huh? Like, yeah, open the fucking door, mate. Let's
Dude,
go.
whenever I
Feels
walk
like
into
you're
the
ordering
shop,
from a tuck shop. Like
Yeah.
a school, like a school
Yeah,
tuck shop.
but you know what the
but you
tuck
have to
shop
like order
has,
through
bro.
a little window like this big, and they like treat you like a criminal. Like I'm literally. You had the one time she was cool. She let us come inside. Remember?
I know, it was awesome. It was like
With no mask on,
yeah,
either.
You do understand, though, like, those people get held up, like, once a week.
No, no.
I used to work with a dude, he had a... He's one of the, like the operations partner on the R59, the blockhouse. It's like fucking huge garage.
Yeah.
He's had dudes like locked up in like a storage container for like 3 days.
Dude, it's madness. Raw keeps wanting us to go to this one shopping center in Linksfield that literally has armed robberies once a week.
You don't want us to go there. I don't mean like casually.
Linksfield Terrace. Yeah.
It's good.
You gotta
He's
be
like-
fast there, my man.
He's like, I've got a booking for us to go see it. Oh, okay, cool. But the day before was the thing, armed robbery at the top of the Linksfield Terrace. I was like, come.
Just pack. It's fine.
Oh my god. And you fellas, what's been happening? You got a purple belt?
I did. It was fun.
Mm.
Well, it was fun, but it wasn't fun.
Yeses.
No.
Everybody turned up for you, eh?
94 rounds, dude.
Mhm.
I saw the number pop up. I don't know, you or Don posted it, and I was like, oh my fuck, dude.
12 of them were kids, so it was like 1 minute rounds. And then what, like 30 white belts.
Yeah, it was vicious. No,
So-
it's more than 30.
So like 40 white belts.
And the white belts are the worst, though.
Well, I've got a list. There's a list now of people who I'm going to be visiting over the next few weeks.
It needs to get chopped.
Not at their homes, just on the mat.
Not at their homes.
But yeah, there's a list.
This one guy picked Rourke up. This Asian guy picks Rourke up. Looks like he's about to like body slam and like Ricardo Arona style body slam. Don looks at him. The guy goes, Don, I promise you I wasn't going to slam him. Don, I promise you I wasn't going to slam him. Yes, I was
He
laughing,
picked me up
dude.
so hard that I stood up onto my feet. From
I was
God.
laughing so hard, dude, because I was so... Because I was like, hey! And the guy was like gibbering. He was like so nervous.
Dude, if a dude sparked you in your fucking grading, I'd be solly blockers, eh?
Oh, there was.
Oh, no,
I
then
would
it- then it's-
not be
then it's-
fucking...
Then it's an MMA grade.
It's
dude.
war, bro.
Yes,
It's war.
I must expect a head kick coming directly after that.
There were a couple guys who had to get. I would save my energy up for the guys who are being a little more dick. You just chop them in the ground, like, yeah, I'm 40 rounds and I still beat you, so just move along.
I was nice to you though, Rourke.
You were very nice.
And Don was nice to you.
And David.
And David was
and
nice.
Rich. And Rich was nice.
Jess was nice. Everyone was nice.
Graham was nice.
Graham's a heavy individual, eh?
But you
Yeah.
didn't roll you ugly though.
No,
you rolled
he
you
just,
nice.
he did roll me. Everyone rolled,
It's
most
just-
of the people rolled me nice.
Yeah.
Once you got, like, it was rough. All the nose strap white belts that was rough.
Yeah, because they think it's a competition.
They're there to prove their belts.
And
They
there was
don't have
one, and
yet,
there
but
was
they're there
one
to prove
dude
it.
there that was like, easy. like 170 kilograms. Easy.
I remember he tried to stack past me, and everyone's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's like maybe you should just move along.
Dude, you know, I used to that like double underpass used to be one of my favorites, but that's like that steering wheel where you come over, and then I like somebody's I can't remember somebody's rib popped, and I was like I'm definitely not doing that shit again, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
it's intense,
you also forget, like as a big dude, like it's until someone does that to you and you feel the pressure, and then you started thinking like, fuck, bro,
Yeah.
I've definitely got to be careful with that.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I should stop doing that as well in case I break people's ribs.
Yeah, you should really. You got a rep on the mats though, bro. You've been snapping ankles and stuff, so when Oaks see you, they get fucking excited.
Not
They're
in
like,
the gym.
this is the ankle snapper.
Yeah.
So you've never snapped an ankle in the gym?
Our gym.
Well, this is awkward.
I don't think so.
How's our friend Liam doing?
You did that. That wasn't me. Warren's trying to pass the blame.
No, that was him.
Were you the guy in the corner going like this?
It made a clicky sound.
No, he
but
did
it
like
didn't
he
pop.
did like the
Yeah,
slit
finish
the
him.
throat.
Finish him.
But that was when Liam was a no stripe white belt.
Yeah, no,
Now he's
Liam's
really,
like
he's really coming to his own as a one stripe white belt. So it's kind of like
No, but Liam's like it.
he is like it's raw. He's a lot more mature. But they always get the fresh batch of no stripe white belts who
York,
I had one.
dude.
Okay, I was like, bro, you should tap because this is tight. He looked at me like, go ahead and break it.
Who is this?
Can't mention names.
Oh,
No, it was
in the
like
grading.
he might not even be there anymore.
There's some guys that I've never seen before in my life.
They're more. No wait. Yeah, they're morning guys.
So hang on. So you had a sub on, dude was like, fucking break it.
Yeah, I ended up having to. Well, then I ugly choked him instead because at least with a choke,
You just
he doesn't want
dossies.
to tap.
You know, that
Just
Oaks
have a
don't
little
realize,
dossy.
like, Oaks think that, like, because it's like quite an intense way to be graded, right? You have to like go through the whole gym, roll everyone. Some of those guys get in, all they think is it's time to punish these guys who are getting their belts, but that's actually not what it's about. You're meant to make them feel like they're drowning, right?
Yeah.
Like, just keep like chaining on to the next like transition, submission, whatever it is. You just keep chaining them, and like all they're doing is like feel like they can't get their head above water. But some oaks are like, no, now it's time to like break these oaks, and they literally try and break them. I'm like, wow.
The thing is also, it's not like one of the bigger parts of that concept, for what I understand, is to actually have people that would normally never see each other in the gym, like morning, afternoon, night, bring all those people together at once so they can all like, it's like a celebration. It's not, your job is not to kill people.
It was a lot of fun, and then Warren convinced me to come to the mat the next morning. I managed 3 rounds, and they were like, "Nah, just go sit on the side." No, you know, like,
You're of no use to us.
yeah,
That was brave though.
I just had to
fun.
make sure I was like the first guy to submit to the purple one.
yeah. Warren's like, "Oh, come on, I'll be your first roll as a purple belt." I'm like, "Oh, you know what? That's true." Then he proceeded to just put the beating on, you know, not
I was
ugly.
like, Rourke, you've never
but he
been-
just
you've
subbed me
never been-
like,
you've never been guillotined as a purple belt. Rourke, you've never been leg locked as a purple belt. And then
Yeah.
then he went from me to Don. And I was like, Don, you know, he's never been X, Y, and Z as a purple belt. I was like, da, da, da.
and then I think I went from Don to Graham, and then I tapped out.
Like, I'm done. No, didn't you have Dougie?
I had Dougie.
Gangster.
Yeah.
And how was the hunt?
It was good. It was good and difficult. The problem with this weekend is that the hunting conditions wasn't like conducive hunting conditions.
Yeah.
When it's so hot, like the animals bed down in the middle of the day, the wind was bad. Like you need
So
consistent.
you just got
wind.
to find their bed, bro. Just
So
like,
this guy,
Yeah, but you need like you need consistent wind, and when like animals are bedded, like the vitals are in weird place, like the vitals shift and stuff. But it was good. It was fun.
the one morning, right? So you've met James
yeah.
from Southwest Holsters. The first morning, he's like, "Nope, we have to be up before the sun rises to start walking." So Warren says to me the night before, he's like, "Oh, I'm not waking up at 3:30 in the morning to go walking through the bush."
And what did I
It's
say?
like,
And
we
what did I
can't-
say?
I
Why?
know. It's like we can't see anything. You're not even be able to see the animals for an entire hour out there. Like he's like, "I'm waking up at 4." 3:30 clicks around. Well, firstly, it's boiling hot. It's like 45 degrees and there's no fan in our room.
No. Good. Tell them that how we took an L this weekend.
Alright, so this place has the sickest, probably the nicest hunting lodge I've ever been to. It's like this tented camp. Everything's outdoors. The bathroom's outdoor. It's amazing. but they close it because they're like in summer the snakes and it's open to the elements. So like, no, you're gonna stay in the hunting house. Now the hunting house is extremely sketchy. It's right next to the abattoir. You have the water's on and off. But you might not get water.
It's like an asbestos house. It's probably
old.
It's probably not even like legal by today's
Not by
standards.
any living standards.
It's old. It's an old house. Some of the rooms don't have plug points. So we get in there. There's one room with 3 single beds, another room with 2 single beds, and then the third room with a double bed, right? So they're like, right, Rourke and Warren, you guys are like family. You guys stay on the double bed.
Never mind the fact that Michael is literally his blood family.
So we were like, okay, we'll take the L. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So we go there and then we're like, cool. But then the 2 other rooms got fans. So we're like, guys, surely, like, we have to take the L with the double bed. We should get a fan. So they're like, yeah, we checked. There's no plug in your room. So now it's like, what, 40 degrees? It's hot. And we got a duck down duvet and nothing else.
2 men sharing a double bed with a duck down duvet splitting us in the middle. Like,
it was warm. So now we get almost no sleep. We have what can only be described as like if you watch the Peaky Blinders. So it's like this guy comes into the room at 3:30 in the morning, turns all the lights on. He's like, "Come, lads, we're gonna go hunt." So Warren was like, I said we're only gonna wake up at 4, but it's fine. We'll get up. It's dark outside, so we start walking. The exact thing that we said was gonna happen happened. Didn't see anything
because it was pitch black. It was literally like I could barely see like just in front of me.
So we had some mixed success with some vermin. There wasn't any big antelope, but then the next day they're like, the PH was like, why don't you take some of the trackers out, and then they're very good at tracking animals. You'll see stuff. For sure,
well,
if you go to these guys.
Call them trackers and they can't track animals. I'd be pretty disappointed.
We saw a lot of animals though, right?
First day we did.
We saw a lot of animals. It was just difficult because the wind kept shifting and you have to stay with your face to the wind. So then we started circling, and but we had some like decent success. We got close. Rich got close. Don got close. Like we all got close to like animals and like opportunities. And we actually had a fairly successful day. Besides the fact that we never actually got to shoot anything. And then
it wasn't like it was a complete dud. We got to walk and we got close to animals. We saw a lot of stuff. We got some. We helped the farm out with some vermin. They ask you to. There's certain things that they need taken off the farm. So yeah, next day they're like, no, we take trackers out. So we wake up slightly less early this
3:45.
No, like 7.
Because James realized that his mistake was huge. So we go out with these trackers. Now what you only realize once you're quite a way into the walk with them is that they are only really trackers. They're not hunters. So these guys can find you the animal, but then they can't really get you close. And they just walk at the animals. So the entire time they see an animal, the animal checks them and it bugs off. So Rich and I caught onto this fortunately about 7Ks into our walk. Right? So 7Ks in the boiling hot heat. Eventually we said, like, listen, this guy's had us walking with the back to our wind for 7Ks. We're done. There's no, like, we're not seeing anything. Eventually we like circle back, and Rich gets very close to the zebra, but got spooked. So eventually we get back to camp, and we're like, yo, boys, we walked 7Ks. I'm like, Warren, where's Don? He's like, yeah, we walked 22Ks.
We got 13Ks into and realized this isn't working anymore. And then we realized we were like a solid 8 kilometers from the house. Solid.
And the tracker was like, what? No, sorry, Barnes not going to come fetch you.
Yeah. They can't fetch you because he's busy hunting with Michael and Shane. I was like, so Don looked like he wanted to dip this like right there, dude. I was like, so like, cool, we're walking back. And so we did like an 8K walk all the way back. We did like a half marathon walk and stalk. And it's not like you just walk in line. Like you're walking in between bushes and backwards and forwards, zigzagging.
Sounds like my golf.
Well, I got back. Warren's busy like sad making coffee. I'm like, where's Don? Don's unconscious. But yeah, then we had a fun afternoon. I got charged by a Gemsbok.
Yeah.
You guys saw lots of stuff. James got a monster kudu. Michael got 2. Yeah, fairly successful.
Good times.
Barring that we didn't get anything.
Good times.
Yeah, but I
To
mean, that's
eat.
like the thing about it, right? It's like if it was easy and you could guarantee to get something every time, it wouldn't be as.
Well, you know, in the fly fishing world, they always refer to the term. They call it. Otherwise, they just call it catching, eh, boy.
Yeah. What does Khabib say? If it was easy, they'd call it jiu-jitsu.
No, which is hilarious because he's like number one move that he used the whole way through the UFC. What came from jiu-jitsu.
I wonder at what point you'll wake up and realize that he's not the GOAT.
Hey, man.
Well, I mean, you literally can't say he's the GOAT.
I know, it's statistically.
Statistically, he's nowhere near.
He's like the 3rd GOAT.
He's like probably like top 5.
Just give him
Yeah.
his time to enjoy himself, okay? Stop being a
He had to
fucking.
beg the Oaks and
hater.
just make him pound for pound number 1 while he was still
I dig it.
fighting.
They're like, I'm retiring, but I need to be pound for pound number 1. They're like, okay, it could be. You've
Yeah.
earned it.
I mean, like, you can't be the GOAT if you were never pound for pound number 1 while fighting. Technically, he was pound for pound number 1 for fighting after he retired.
Yeah, this is true. You know the thing with Khabib, I think it's like an allure because he's so like clean cut and never had problems. Okay, barring the tiramisu, but like no bullshit outside, and he's a good guy and he's a generous guy and he's like an honest guy. So it's like this is a good role model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the argument, obviously, when you look towards John Jones, everyone's like, yeah, but you know, pictograms and thick
Yeah.
balls and hiding under cages. Like, can we still consider this dude? You know?
Yeah.
Whereas like the appearance of Khabib is so clean. They're like, cool, he has to be the greatest because he did so much and he's so clean.
I think you could argue that Israel Adesanya is close.
He's en route.
Is as close to
He's
GOAT
en
as
route.
what.
Yeah.
Could be if you were like, okay, GOAT status, you have to. You can't consider anyone that's failed the drug test.
Yeah.
Take all those guys. So Anderson's out.
Yeah.
Israel. Jones is out. Then like you have to start looking at. I suppose Cormier comes into the question, but then he's got like this question.
Does
mark
he
next to
though? Does he though? Like,
heavyweight and light heavyweight champ. You got GSP that comes in.
yeah.
You
GSP's always up there.
Izzy must get into that mix.
Jose Aldo.
Jose Aldo was super dominant. You know, like TJ would have been there, but then he popped.
Yeah.
So
So what would fuck. He's also calling out fucking Logan Paul or whatever the fuck.
Man,
his
so
name is.
cringy, dude. So cringy.
What would you say, like, what would Adesanya have to do to be considered the GOAT? Like,
I
go
think-
up to 205, win a title, and
I
then
think if he goes
beat
because,
John Jones.
The talk this weekend was that Blachowicz fight is definitely still on the cards.
Yeah, but everything's changed so much since, you know what I mean? Because you've got Glover, who's heavily stuck up his hand, you know what I mean? Then you've still got the John Jones scenario. What happens with Francis Ngannou? What happens with the heavyweight
But I mean,
title?
did you hear the post-fight
Yeah,
press
yeah.
scrum where they were talking about Vittori having to wait for him to do
Yeah.
the 205 thing and then come back?
Yeah.
So
no.
it definitely sounds like Izzy's going straight
Yeah.
to 205 next.
I think that was the plan initially, but why has nothing been set? There's obviously something going on there, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Between him fighting at light heavyweight, him fighting at I don't think Vittori's going to get him out of bed right now. I think Vittori fights Paulo Costa and beats him, then we start a new talk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Because it is a rematch.
It was a crazy thing for Vittori to say, I'll fight Paulo now. But he
He changed his mind
But
afterwards.
Vittori like took him to a split decision, dude. And
Yeah.
Dana was like, that's the closest we've seen Israel come to losing.
Dude, but he retracted that. So he said that straight after the fight, and then at the press conference he was like, I changed my mind. I think I deserve the title.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but dude, you already said something else. You already said something
You
else.
already
Like,
said Costa, dude.
yeah. Like, you can't. Like, what happened? His coach was like, "Fuck! I told you, say fucking understand." Okay, coach, I'll say it now.
Dude, but I mean, like, in fairness, like, his last loss is Adesanya.
Yeah,
And it was a split decision. He's on a 4-fight tear. Just beat Hermanson, which is a massive
dude,
win.
and he was ranked fucking 13th
Yeah, dude.
and beat Jack Hermanson, and now they're talking about him going straight to the top 5.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't know how that works, but anyway, yeah, that fight was fucking crazy though, dude.
yeah.
Did you see the stats? Rook, try
I
to
saw-
find the punch stats.
I
of
still
the fight.
think Izzy beats him again,
Hermanson
dude.
versus Vittori.
I think Izzy's
Oh, yeah,
significantly better than what he was when he fought Vettori the first
This is
time.
the thing though. Like I watched that fight, and Marvin Vettori's a great fighter, and like the fight with Jack Manson, definitely in the top 5, top 6 for the year. But I'm like, I don't see anything there that troubles Adesanya, bro.
That's the thing, is like, I don't think
You know what I mean?
Manson
He's not
would
going to
be-
entertain that, bro.
Yeah.
He's not going to get into that fucking boxing war with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's like, what was that number 1 contender fight in the EFC where everyone was like, it was recent.
recent.
Look.
It feels like the EFC hasn't been around for like a year.
which weight class, boy?
When I mentioned it, you'd be like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It might have been like,
Anaset Kanyeba,
maybe it was Anisette versus someone else.
Dino.
Although
Saxon?
like Anna said, you could still argue because I mean,
It was Anisette. It was Anisette versus, who was his
Saxon.
last fight?
Saxon.
To challenge,
Was him and Saxon had the rematch, and he beat Saxon on the decision. Remember, there was still the like dodgy tap.
on, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like there's so many times like guys are like, oh, I saw the tap. It's like so difficult to say, dude.
That one was particularly weird because there's definitely like a tap.
Yeah, there's no double, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
But like if you watch that whole sequence, I think Saxon is losing the submission. But it's like it's on tight for a little bit, and he like thinks about the tap, and then it loosens at the same time, and then he steps over.
yeah.
Like it's, you know, like everyone will always, well, on the Kanyeba side, everyone's always going to argue the double tap, and on Saxon's side, they're always going to double the tap, because your argument to be, look, I felt the tap and I let go, and I'm like,
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe-
it's very clear that you don't stop. Like someone can
Yeah,
tap,
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
stop until
yeah.
the ref stops.
no,
Right?
100%.
It's like I saw RDA the other day saying, I know you're retired, but just remember who's the guy that like almost finished you.
Yeah.
And he shows like replay, and it's like it's Khabib in a guillotine, and Khabib puts his arm around the back,
Yeah.
and he does like one tap on the back, but it looks like he's actually just cradling him
Yeah.
to like try and get position, and maybe try and actually move RDA's body to try and like open it up a little bit so that he can breathe a little bit. But you're like, dude, it's so long past the guy's like retired already.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even bringing this up anymore? It's
Yeah, dude, RDA for me is heavy cringe though. Like everything he says, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, you're gonna get fucking handful of cares, and the rest nobody gives a fuck, dude.
Problem
honestly,
is like RDA like struggles with the like pulling the crowds, you know? Like he's not like a fan favorite.
also like I think the way he was, I want to say, bastardized when he pulled out of the McGregor fight.
Yeah.
And then it emerged like he had a broken toe, and I'm like, for sure, broken toe sucks.
Yeah.
But I reckon you fought with way fucking worse things. You know what I mean? And I think
Well,
the way
how many
McGregor
Oaks
dealt
roll
with
through
it,
these things in the
Broken
gym?
toe or broken meta?
I think,
Tarsal.
dude,
Dude,
I remember a swollen
when
foot.
I fought August, I broke a metatarsal. I kicked him in the shin, right,
Yeah.
with my foot, and then I fought 3 weeks later with a broken metatarsal. I know it's like it's not ideal,
Yeah,
but like you can for sure push through that, dude.
no, 100%.
But like a broken toe, maybe not. I don't know about a broken toe. Like I haven't had a broken toe before.
dude, I remember having a broken toe in like, I think in matric for rugby, and it was like tears in your eyes to get your boots on. But once you were going, fuck, it was gone.
Yeah, once
bro.
you like woman,
You're like, cool, dude, whatever. And then afterwards, you're like, oh fuck my toe.
Didn't Khabib break his toe or something? Now
Yeah,
leading
dude,
up to
his
this fight?
toes were those things were jacked up, dude. Are these the stats? Yeah.
Yes.
So they broke a record, eh? most significant strikes, I think.
Jeez, I could. Okay.
Well, it's like what 286 in total there between the two of them.
286 significant strikes. But just check out Manson's landing rate. What is that? 35%.
Yeah.
Got up there.
It's not a lot, eh?
And Vittori, 40.
9.
Just zoom in a little bit for us.
Big
I can
difference,
barely
eh?
see- There we go.
Yo, that's a big difference, dude. Total strikes.
Yes.
Takedown defense, 28%. A lot of control for Vittorio, 5 minutes. What is this here? Significant strikes.
Oh, it's head,
Head, body,
leg.
leg.
Ooh, 49%. 143 of 312.
I see.
Body, 18
Imagine
of 19, bro.
Imagine eating 143 significant strikes to the head, dude.
156 shots at
The
distance,
Manson's
bro.
not loving life this week, dude.
Oh, no. Did you see how messed his face was, bro?
Dude.
Like a broken orbital is, that's me. I'm out of there, bro. Throw in the towel, tap. I'll tap the ref even. I'll be like, hey, brother, come.
Dude,
come.
I think the only thing worse than a broken orbital is having your jaw broken, right? And Eddie Wineland's had it done twice now. The first time it happened, he was like, I'm definitely retiring. And he like called it. He's like, then he came back and had it broken again, dude.
Then did he retire?
And he fought the other day, dude.
Bro, check out these oaks. Sorry, Rock. Check out these oaks. Turned it up, bro. So round 1, Vittori scored the knockdown. Round 2 was pretty even. Round 3, he took off. Hermanson definitely won. But check out, they're starting to push up the pace, bro. Check out Vittori, bro.
Yeah.
He's gone from 16, 23, 12, 23 to 52 and 54 in round 4 and 5.
Yeah.
He's fucking poured it on, dude. At 49% and 50%.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
it
he's
was
done.
crazy. The
Accuracy.
fight was mental,
Fuck,
dude.
I thought he was done in round 3. I was like, because like you want to say, okay, maybe he's taking this one off, but you're like, short notice. There's no ways he's getting through here. And then fuck, dude, he was like, okay, let's have it.
The unfortunate thing is that short notice fights generally don't work out well for the guy
Yeah.
that was prepping for the
Yeah,
for
unfortunately.
whatever reason. I mean, who was Hermanson originally fighting?
Darren Till.
Darren Till.
And then it was Kevin
Like
Holland.
I think
and then
Hermanson
Marvin
could have won that
Vittori.
fight, dude.
Darren Till.
Yeah.
I'd still like to see it.
Yeah, I'd also love to see it, but I'm saying I think Hermanson had a good chance in. You know, like a win over Till.
Fuck.
Yes,
dude,
you're
it's
right
life
there.
changing, dude.
Izzy is right around the corner, dude. Like,
Yeah. And Hermanson's a fucking awkward dude to deal with, bro.
yeah, dude.
And like he fucking impressed me, to be honest. I dig it. What did you think of OSP? Yo,
I actually didn't watch that fight, to be honest.
I think he either needs to retire or he's going to be joining the cut pack.
That cut pack. Apparently 60. They're looking at cutting 60 this week.
Well, bro, Dana was just saying that it's like the most inflated their roster's ever been.
Well, think about how many contracts he's been giving out in the Contender Series, and then like the amount of people he signed up in lockdown. Because you remember, like he couldn't just use his regular roster.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
signing people that could ever get to Dubai.
I hope
Abu
old
Dhabi.
Dolce does something special on the next one.
He's been moved out a week. What's it? Carl Robertson tested positive for COVID, so his fight's been moved to the 19th. Same opponent, same everything, just moved out a week.
I was gonna say, is Drickus not ready to fly out there? Settle with
Drickus is there, bro. Drickus is in the States. No.
he's
No.
not.
Yeah, he's at Sanford.
He was shooting jackals yesterday with a 243 rifle in
How's this guy,
Hartsfield.
how's
Well,
this
he's
guy
on
already
his-
knowing the ballistics of the
Yeah.
he's shooting a gun?
And I saw the wind wasn't in his favor. But he's,
No, I saw him with the
he's-
rifle. I was like, hey.
He's on his way very soon. No, when was this? Yesterday? Sunday.
He wasn't shooting things. He was, just shooting
leaving,
a rifle.
he left last night. Sunday night, he said.
Oh, okay.
He's on his way to Sanford. He's there for a month, I think.
Hey, time to get a fight.
Well, I think everyone's kind of banking on that 23rd of Jan. Well, the move back to Abu Dhabi. I get a feeling. Did you notice how they stopped the cards earlier? I mean, they're obviously predicting, or they have some sort of info that shit's about to go a bit tits up in the States again, and some things are going to start to get closed down. I think they're going to move that whole ship to Abu Dhabi, dude, very soon. I think they're just going to stay there until this is done.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Depends what the situation. I know, like, California's a write-off. They can't
Yeah.
go to California.
But
Vegas
like,
was-
isn't California like? Wouldn't you say that that's almost their biggest market besides Vegas?
I
Yeah.
don't know, dude. I don't know. I saw,
I
like,
reckon
during
so.
lockdown, like, some of those hotels in Vegas were, like, renting out their whole hotel to, like, 10 people.
Dude,
Imagine having a whole hotel to yourself, dude.
Fat
In the middle of
jaw.
Vegas.
did you also hear what Dana was saying about they were about to open a PI in Mexico,
Yeah.
and he was mentioning that this is one of the places where they want to have a PI.
Yeah.
Well, they said Africa.
Africa. But
Could
I mean,
be.
the most developed MMA
Well,
community
I
is
think
South
it
Africa.
would be between us and Morocco, to be honest.
Yeah,
But Morocco doesn't have much, dude.
Yeah,
We'd
but
be
it's
willing
like
to fight people in Morocco. I'd say
there's
that.
a couple of guys coming out of Morocco, and I suppose it's still like it's a touristy kind of city, and it's still kind of Europe at the same time.
Well,
know
but
what
I said,
it's
like,
so close.
the moment they open up a European PR, all those
Yeah.
Moroccans can go straight through,
Sure.
dude. They can just hop
Sure.
that little channel. But
They can swim if they want.
the most logical place to put a PR
Mm.
up is South Africa.
For sure.
If they do somewhere like Angola, I'll be so fucked off.
Yes, I'll be.
Yes,
pissed,
I'll
man.
be pissed.
I'll DM Uncle Dana until he replies. Why did you cut us like this? It's what, no,
Yes.
Why did you cut us like this?
I'm not I'm not angry. I'm just
Yeah.
sad. I'm
Listen,
sad.
Uncle Dana, why did you chop us like this?
No,
I'm not
fuck.
cross with you. I'm just really hurt.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm burning on the inside for what you did to us.
But I mean, like, Forrest Griffin is in charge of that whole, like,
Yeah.
rollout of those PRs. I'm sure, like, I mean, he's fought in South Africa.
Yeah.
He understands that there is a market here.
I think he's also a lot smarter than what you'd think. Old Forrest.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Dude, have you ever seen, every year they release those performance statistics that they've got from the PR?
Yeah.
And I mean, he, like, heads up a
Yeah.
lot of that. Dude, he puts
For
it all
sure.
together. It's super interesting. Like, if anyone gets a chance to read one of those, like, go through all the injury rates and what type of
Yeah.
injuries and, like,
Fuck, the PI is so insane to me, dude.
yeah.
You know, like once the UFC's kind of settled in with all their plans, bro. Once the Apex, well, I think after this, I think in 2 years' time, I think the Apex is gonna be, it's gonna be like a megalodon of
Well, they're talking like a UFC hotel now.
yeah, UFC hotel, the PR, that whole section of Vegas is just gonna be completely taken
Once
over.
you get signed, you just move to Vegas, dude.
Fuck sure, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
They're gonna be able to fast track visas, get
Oh,
you sorted. Because you need that category B visa, right?
Yeah,
to be able to work
yeah.
there.
If
I'm
you're
sure
if
they
you're
just get like this, dude.
like if you're anywhere that like outside of America fighting in the UFC, that to have the access to the PR, like you've got to go and spend some time there,
Yeah.
dude. Even if it's like a month at a time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Go check that shit out. Fuck, I think it's honestly one of the coolest things ever. Like my dream job would be the doorman at the PR.
Did you see the actual
Oh, the imagery.
security guard at the PR?
The,
She was that chick
yeah,
that-
that fucking from like
That
Costco or whatever.
that dollar that opened Costco.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? He tries to steal. What did he try to steal? He tried to steal something, and this chick gets stuck.
Yeah,
in,
she was
dude.
like Hawaiian, bro.
She rams this oak into like all these boxes, like, and then Dinosaur is like,
Yeah,
You're
'cause
my
they-
security
they,
guard.
They fired her.
Mm.
And Dana was like, fucking come on over.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's very
Look, I
sick.
don't think it's easy working for Uncle Dana, dude.
I would imagine not, bro. But still, you lost your jobs.
Yeah, at least you got a job.
Yeah.
Relocate all the way to Vegas.
Heavy days.
So, what other good fights were on that card?
There was the fucking Monkey King. I can't stand that guy.
Who?
The fucking Monkey King. What's his name? The dude with the slam. Jared Levitt or whatever. He just
That
came
was a
through
nasty slam, dude.
He just came through the
Jordan Levitt.
through the contender series. Yeah.
He's from
Like-
Syndicate MMA.
I remember watching him on the contender series, and I was just like, "This dude's gonna fucking lose."
Dude,
And I've been so wrong.
can I tell you what was very interesting about that slam?
I think he was like a ballerina or something as well.
So Matt Wyman, so they got into that like clinch, and then they started like a little bit of dirty boxing, and they got a little bit scrappy, and then Matt Wyman jumped guard. Then if you watch, he actually cradles the back of his head, and he cradles his body, and he runs him to the cage.
Yeah.
But then, did you see that he took that hand that was cradling the back
And
of the
he
head,
puts it like
and he
across
puts it
his
across.
face.
And when he does the slam, he actually does like a hammer fist with the slam at the same
Yeah.
time. Boom, and that's actually what knocked Matt Wyman out. I was like, that's actually extremely clever, because like a lot of time when the guys slam, they just like try and slam the body into the canvas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he was legitimately trying to knock this guy out.
Oh, dude, check out those eyes.
Dorsing.
Yeah, I know, dude. That was
Cheers, bro.
ugly.
Oh, and like
Ugly.
Dana was like, "It's the weirdest sound he's ever heard." I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to hear that." oh, that gave me the.
Imagine you just come
chills.
to the contender series. Now you have your first fight. You've got a knockout bonus, 50 G's plus your show and win money. Another 30 G's. You're 80 G's up. And what a turnaround year for 2020 is for you, right?
Yeah, fuck.
I can't find the video.
Yeah,
Probably like I've seen
it's on,
it around,
it's on Twitter. Like Twitter definitely got the video
or
on.
even like Instagram, maybe some of the Instagrams.
Um,
And then there was that. Fuck, I'm gonna draw a blank. The dude with that knee to the sternum, dude. Oh. What's his name? Mexican fella.
yeah, I didn't watch the card. I just saw the Wyman fight and the Vittori fight.
Oh, here
Monkey
we go.
King.
Yeah, dude. Monkey King. Him and the Hell Monkey would make a hell of a team.
That's Bernardo's brother, right?
No, Wade Cuspe.
Yeah, Warren. Everyone, there's a lot of people who think
Thanks,
that Wade
Canada.
Cuspe's nickname is.
Oh, that's a great segue into BK's little
shit.
performances.
This
Everyone-
we can definitely see because 1FC does not care, bro.
Everyone thinks that Wade Cuspe's nickname is Alter Ego, but it's not. It's
Actually, Hell Monkey.
Oh, monkey.
Officially on
yeah, it's on
Topology.
Topology. So
Yo,
it's
dude.
the rules.
BK,
Should
like,
we'll find it on one page.
yeah, BK, like, just capped off a fucking great year in the end for us.
Yeah.
It's so weird because, like, I think I don't know if this is a fair assessment, but I think there were so many more eyeballs on all of these dudes as they traveled more than usual because there's like no EFC and like people are just like clinging for something,
Yeah.
you know? So fuck, dude.
Yes, but that
That was like a duck
Go
and a
up,
head
go
kick,
up.
eh?
yeah, I think it was like
On the
It's not
top
that
right
one.
there. On the top right? Oh, no.
Yep.
Keep going down. Yeah, they're not shy with the content, old 1FC. But yeah, dude, like it was,
there it is.
oh, down left? Yeah. Please don't blow our ears off.
Good doink.
Put the volume on, boy.
Please don't be loud. Please don't be loud.
It's going to be loud.
Wow.
How do you kick somebody like that? Poof. Bro, I was
He
actually
like ran into it, which made
Yeah.
it so much worse.
actually like was talking to I can't remember, it was about someone about that. Those are always the absolute worst KOs. Like if someone like comes off the fence from a clinch and then walks straight into like a
Yeah,
left
yeah.
high kick, even like with Don's knockout, because he catches the dude with the left side and then catches him on the right, but he's like stumbling into it.
Yeah.
Those are always like, because he like lifts up almost from I think a takedown defense and then just gets cracked.
Yeah.
I think because you like you never really expect those, and they
And
just
I actually
crack
like-
you.
Yeah, but he was fighting someone that was 6-3. But like, if you go look at the
Bro, he's like the
Renee-
number
He's
3
number
ranked.
3
I know.
ranked.
But if you go look at Renee Catalan's record, right? He came in there like 43-1 Wushu world champion.
Yeah,
Right, he's never fought outside of 1FC.
Yeah.
He's only fought the best guys in the world from the get-go of his MMA career. So like, you can't take the record into consideration. He ran like a 6-fight winning streak. He lost his first 2 fights, then ran like a 6-fight winning streak. Like the oak's like legit, right? And BK made absolute quick work with that. guy.
yeah, dude.
That's got to be a
And like
title shot next,
you've
eh?
also got to imagine a guy like BK whose biggest downside has always been a lack of finishing. You know what I mean? And then to go out there and honestly, like I mean, if I'm honest, like I don't know too much about Renee Catalan, but when I saw the fight, I was like, fuck, this is a serious fight for BK.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like this is the kind of fight where they're gonna test you. Like you get through here, you're starting to bark up the tree, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go in 37 seconds. Like you can't can't discredit an opponent.
Who's the champ at the moment in that division?
Find out right now.
Let's go check.
Their
Oof,
weight
Sam
division
A.
thing works slightly differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and-
so straw weight is actually what we would all
Flyweight.
consider flyweight.
That's
Secret.
strawweight kickboxing. Oh no, that's
Yeah.
strawweight.
Joshua
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
See, you see Renee Catalan number 3. So
Yeah.
BK's got to be in there now.
No, definitely.
That's all you get, eh, boy.
Did you watch
to
Sam
get
A versus Rocky Ogden?
Mm-mm.
One of John Wayne Parr's students. He's actually Rocky's actually dating John Wayne's daughter.
Okay.
And then like he gets his debut. They're like, sweet, here's Sam A. And I mean, if you guys know anything about Muay Thai, yes, he just got fed to the wolves, dude. He just got absolutely obliterated by this guy. And they're like, no, he did it right. He did it right. No, he didn't. He got murdered, dude. He got murdered. Just literally round after round, Oaking just blitzed.
It's like when they, with, what's his name? Pretty boy? Sage Northcutt.
Sage
They're like,
Northcutt.
cool, here's Cosmo Alexander.
Yes.
Let's see how you do.
Yes.
If he's retired at 20, bro, where is he? Bro? He's like, fuck that
well,
noise.
I mean, listen. You get nine fractures from one punch. Like, I'm also done, dude. Call it a day. Right.
Like, yo, guys, look, I think I might have made a mistake.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get out of here.
But his sister's still operating out
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah. Who was the fight after BK? It was also like a
It was
Old school
It was
kickboxing.
Andy Sauer versus
Andy Sauer. Fuck, it was a cracking fight as well.
Yes, this dude. Andy Sauer is a ledge, though. I mean, that guy. I mean, how many fights? He must be like close on to triple digits on kickboxing fights. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, but massive shout out to BK. Fuck,
That oak was at
sick.
the top of kickboxing when I started martial arts, and he's still at the top of kickboxing.
Beast. So that's it for the year, I think. We're done.
For
We've
one
got
FC?
No, I'm saying for South Africans.
Yeah.
Well, you never know what might happen.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I doubt it, dude. Like, to
It's
get into
two-
this year,
yeah.
it's like the last 2 weeks of fighting, yeah?
UFC
To
might
get
turn
a-
around and be like, cool.
There's a fight happening today.
2 weeks from now.
We're not going to see the UFC this year, boy. Hopefully early next year. Because like traditionally they would only come back in March, in the
Mm.
new year. So maybe that's what they're vying for.
I hope so, dude.
I know they're talking to a few people, and there is still negotiation happening.
Do you see old Gary Tonin got his nose broken?
Yo.
Did he
Yeah,
lose?
With a knee. No, he won.
No, he won. He
Uh,
posted the goofy photo with his broken nose. It was
He
hilarious.
got kneed in the nose, like smashed it.
The
Like-
issue, boy.
Thank you. Yeah,
I feel like
jeez.
his striking was better at the beginning of his MMA career. I feel like it's like deteriorated a little bit.
He's
I wonder if he's
gonna-
going to Puerto Rico as well. It's a bit different for him because he actually runs a school.
Mm.
So I don't know if he's going to be in the Danaher death squad anymore.
Well, that's it. He's been axed. Obviously.
Because I mean, Gordon Ryan and John Danaher managed to convince like that whole squad to
Mm.
move, right? And now they're doing these bet matches. Did you see Ethan Crillinson do that bet match yesterday? He came with $5,000. Another guy came with $5,000. You just roll, whoever wins takes all the money.
Fuck yes.
And it was like in a gym, dude. It wasn't even
Gangster shit.
like, dude.
This
And,
is what I want to start seeing here, dude.
and then like,
Oaks throwing money on the mat.
and the first guy comes in, or the guy that he was going and comes in, it's straight into a leg lock on, and I'm like, oh shit, this Oaks about to lose $5,000, and he's like the name. Ethan's like, no, sweet. Calmly dismantles the leg lock and then leg locks him back. It was hilarious, dude.
There's Gary's nose.
Oh yeah, dude, that's bad. Eh?
Dude.
Powerful haircut.
Yo. It's like he's literally just trying to transform into a hillbilly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, he's brilliant though.
Strange character. dude.
Yeah, so I mean that card was actually a lot funner to watch than
Yeah.
the UFC card this weekend.
Dude. Some of these last few UFC cards, they're kind of just like
How's
That's-
Anderson Silva just sneaking in here? How's this guy?
Wrong Anderson.
Shame
just
he,
like cool,
no
just
one
put it
wants
over
that
there.
guy, hey?
And he was like a legit good like kickboxer. He was
Well,
in
KSW
he was in
and
Glory.
KSW and Risen have said that they're interested.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, Risen sounds like the right place to go for Anderson.
No, 100%. But KSW, no, there's not much testing going on there. Anderson.
Could get the old young 30-year-old Anderson back.
That's why I'm surprised Vitor was like, hey, KSW. Look, there
Well-
might be testing. I don't know. This is allegedly.
Yeah, this is all. Everything we say is allegedly.
What's hilarious about Vitor is like 2 years ago, he's like announces, I'm signing for ONE FC. Awesome. Never hear about it again. He's just living his best life getting that ONE FC money.
Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting that Elaine and Galani. That was
Yes.
supposed to be his.
Elaine and
That was
Galani,
just
yeah.
before lockdown.
Yeah.
are-
I don't know why they never happened.
You seen how jacked he's looking?
Bro,
Have you seen Elaine and Galani though?
dude.
That like makes Mariusz Pudzianowski look small, dude.
So Vitor took so much steroids he became Ashton Kutcher, bro. What's going on there? Go to the video on the right there with
This
the fro. Fuck yes, dude. Steroids and fro, bro. Look at this dude. What a gangster.
TRT Vitor was still one of the greatest, dude.
MMA specific training, eh?
You only look straight at the camera. I feel a little bit raped at the moment.
Look at that fro, dude. It's glorious. Fuck yes, Vitor. You go, boy.
Yeah, come on, let's. There's one of
Yeah,
them.
I do feel
What a
little,
boychi,
I feel like I've been vandalized.
Yeah, well, he looked at that camera like, what?
What a machine.
What a
dude.
boychi, eh?
Go to Elaine and Galani, dude. Let's see some real jack
Yo,
shit.
wait, give me a sec. There's a photo here. How's this guy?
Dude, that oak's come the closest. Yeah, buddy.
Yes, boy.
Oof, what is
It's
he
amazing how
wearing?
everyone's like, "Oh, steroids are so bad," but you show it like everyone misses that dude, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, like, everyone's like, "Oh, we'll overlook John Jones's PD violation. He's just the goat." Ooh, what's up with that belly, dude?
Oof.
What? Show us that belly. I want to see what's going on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deca
This
belly,
is
eh?
yeah. This is pre-Deca, bro. Shoddy
He looks-
GoPro work.
He looks like pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh man, there was a.
That's a GoPro.
Okay,
You'd
we'll
think
go-
Vitor could get a better
We'll check
camera.
Elaine and Galani.
Yeah. Let's go see Elaine and Galani.
It's with an L, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, A.
Go on his Instagram for sure, dude.
Let's see. And he's agile for someone that size.
Yo,
dude.
dude.
It's his photo bodybuilding picture.
This is Elaine
Dude, this
Galani,
like
dude.
is massive. China.
In his bio is gaining muscles. Oh shit.
And nutrition. He says nutrition. Yeah. I mean, that's just a photo of Kai Green, right?
Go to like go to these his pad work videos, bro. Fuck, I dig this dude.
Oh.
This guy's too calm.
Check out those quads, bro.
Why even have top pads, dude? They're always just kicking you in the neck. Go click on that one. I saw you wanted to click on that one.
Which
Yeah,
one?
The
This one.
Yeah.
yeah. Body conditioning.
I hope that guy's wrapped up because otherwise you're gonna break your hands on that, eh?
Oh.
This dude's throwing some heat, eh?
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Does he train out of Hong Kong?
dude! Imagine an oak like this in fucking Asia. He's
Yes,
like, he
this
must be
dude-
the president, dude.
It's like Bob Sapp, dude. When Bob
Yeah.
Sapp was out there.
No thanks.
Oh.
Someone must kick me out the door like that.
yes, this will be bleak, eh?
Yeah, but if Elaine and Galani kicks you out the door, yeah, sorry. I'll get my feedback.
This guy's abs run from his forehead down to his shoulder.
Yes, this dude.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
he's a
African genetics,
absolute
and then
beast,
there's-
dude.
And then there's
Freak.
pharmaceutical
This guy
genetics.
doesn't have-
Freak shit, dude.
This guy doesn't have buys and tries. He's got arm abs.
Maybe that's what happened. They were like, Vitor, listen, we've tested Elaine's testosterone level and we've tested yours. So we're gonna give you 6 months to catch up because you fucking miles apart. You go and do what you need to do. We'll see you in 6
Jesus,
months'
dude.
time. Fucking savage. What else has been happening?
Oh, it's MMA slow at the moment, eh?
It's slow, but it's not at the same time. Like, there's a lot of things happening.
But I mean,
think.
even though there's a lot happening, right, in like the UFC and that, it's like weird, like not super exciting cards, and it's like weird stuff. At
yeah,
the moment.
this card's not too bad. Pull up the next card.
UFC.
Yeah. This one's not too bad, bro. I'm super stoked for Ferguson, the Bronx.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. No, I'm not saying this upcoming card's not great, but the
cards have been a bit
Brandon
flat.
the cards
Moreno.
leading up to has been. I mean, they
Hey.
scrambled to get this card together in the end. Dude, they lost 2 title fights.
Figueiredo, Ben
I mean,
Moreno's a
JD
good fight.
JDS, Cyril Garner. I reckon JDS clean knocks that dude's
You
head off
reckon?
his shoulders, dude. I think Cyril has had a nice run. Like they've looked after him, but JDS is a different type of like.
I don't know. I just see a beaten man in JDS at the moment, dude. To be honest,
What's his record? Pull up JDS's record.
21 8
21 and
0.
8.
No, I want to see his last like couple of fights.
Jacare versus Kevin Holland does not excite me.
No,
If Jacare takes
Jac-
that to the ground, it's fucking
dude, Jacare's
over,
gonna
dude.
munch that oak, dude. It's not. You know, like Kevin Holland's got one chance. He's got one shot. Like he has to knock him out in like the first 2 minutes. Otherwise, Jacare is just gonna eat him alive.
Yeah, he's gonna put his hands on him. It's over, bro.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Watch him fucking triangle Jacare.
Go to the most recent fights. Up.
This dude's been around, eh? Fuck,
I
dude.
mean, his last 3 losses have been big punches, dude. Blades, Rosenstruck, and Ngannou. But prior to that, he was on a decent...
Yeah, well, Cyril Garner is also going to fucking knock your head off.
Yeah, but he's none of those oaks, dude.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, dude, this oak's got a record, eh? Him and Cain Velasquez, dude, honestly.
He just fought everyone, dude.
Those
They didn't-
fights, but the fights with them, bro, it's
Do
like...
you remember that card, the first time they fought? It was only one fight.
Where JDS won.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
only one fight on the main card. Everything else was an 11 fight undercard, one
Yeah,
fight
that's how
main
Bellator
card.
does their things now, though. Is it Bellator? Or like,
But remember, that was like the first
Yeah.
Fox fight.
Yeah.
That was the first, and like they just wanted to like give everyone a taste of what's to come, and it was
Dude.
JDS just knocking Velasquez clean out, dude. I still remember they were so scared that the public were going.
yeah, they
to-
were spraying the canvas.
Yeah, they
bro.
didn't want like blood
It was
on the
white,
canvas or
yeah.
anything. Like they were still trying to like ease people into
Yeah,
this.
dude.
And then Junior was like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, cool.
Doop.
How much of that spray paint you guys got? Fucking put it to the test, yeah, dude.
Yes, you did. That
This
was
was also a
amazing.
fun fight, bro. Renato Makano versus Rafael Fiziev.
Yeah.
A lot of guys were calling for Don versus Rafael Fiziev after his last fight. He lost, I think. Or did he win? He won, I think. He got the bonus.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah,
Against
versus
Mark
Giacchesi.
Giacchesi.
Remember, because Giacchesi was
It's a
supposed
big
to
step
fight.
up in opponent,
Yeah,
dude. That's a
Giacchesi
massive... Moicano was one fight away from the title shot, dude.
was supposed to fight Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
This Fiziev is a fucking animal, though, dude.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
is.
but Jesus, that's a big. Mustafa
Magomed
is-
Mustafa.
Sorry, bro.
Was that the guy that Don was meant to fight?
Yeah. They're like, cool, we see you're a crazy striker. Here's a Russian.
Yeah.
Let's see how far you go. But like,
Yes,
look at
he's
this dude, bro.
strong.
Go up there. See his picture? Dude, like quintessential. This is how they come out of the lab at Dagestan, bro.
Yeah, dude. He was definitely on that Olympic protocol, eh?
Bro. Jesus, look at that oak, bro.
The Icarus protocol, we like to call it.
That oak is Icarus, my man.
Oh, yes, it's-
Fucking hell. Boys don't mess around out there. That's where old Mark and Dino are, in the belly of the beast, eh?
When does Mark fight?
18th.
Ah, there we go. SAMMA is not over.
Oh, yeah. Fuck sure. One more to go. One more.
I
We'll
reckon,
see.
like, we're looking at the guy that Mark's fighting. I reckon he's got a very good chance of smashing that dude.
Let's go back to the card. Yeah, fuck, dude. I think Mark's got a chance of smashing a lot of dudes, to be honest.
Well, the guy he's fighting is from Eagles MMA, but he's definitely not the Khabib
Not
level
the
guys.
top tier. eh?
Yeah.
He's been the guy on the outside.
Hmm.
So he doesn't get to play the basketball. With
I don't think he was in Dubai with the relocation. You know, like you always see like the superstars where they relocate their whole team. You can see who like the core team is when that happens because
Yeah.
the Oak's not paying for randos to fly out, dude.
What do you think about Figueiredo versus Ben Moreno? A better fight, I think. I think technically a better fight, but I think Figueiredo is just gonna fucking steamroll
Yeah,
everybody.
I think Figueiredo is just gonna smash that dude. Moreno's actually an interesting story because I mean he came through the Ultimate Fighter, got into the UFC by Cejudo
Yeah.
making a call for him to be, then got cut from the UFC, and then has just come back and just tore his way straight through the division, dude. I mean, like he hasn't had like massive wins, like in the
Yeah.
sense like he hasn't like gone out and just smashed Oaks, but he just consistently won since he's been back.
Wasn't Brandon Moreno the replacement on Tough his season? He wasn't even like in the.
Possibly, yeah.
He
Yeah.
wasn't even in the original 16.
I think it's definitely a better fight. I think it's a slightly
He
harder
was last
fight.
picked. That was it. He was
Yeah.
the last picked
Yeah.
in the teams.
And they were look at
Look at that since he's come back, dude.
yeah. Jeez, and those are big names, eh?
And I mean that Askar Askarov came in with a massive rip, with like undefeated.
Kai Kara France, Formiga,
Formiga.
Brandon Royval.
I mean he's done all the top Oaks.
Yeah, for sure. Pantoja.
You have to feel sorry for Kai France. He just can't.
Just knocking on the door, eh?
he just can't
Always.
get that last big win to like really stake a claim to.
Fuck,
top
but
contender
and he's got
status.
such a fan friendly fighting style as well.
Yeah.
It's a pity. Still time though.
Yeah, dude, so young.
But he seemed pretty deflated after the last one. He was like, we keep going.
I mean, that guy went straight and fought for the title, right?
Yeah.
And he fought. You got the Marino fight, the contender fight, directly after beating Kai Kara France. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't think anybody beats Figueiredo, bro. He's got to go up in weight class. I'd like to see Cejudo come back just so that I can fucking kick his head off.
Oh, man, I'd pay good money to see that.
Go back to the
Jeez,
card.
like
Have you noticed how he says fuck all about Figueiredo? He's just like,
Yeah,
moving
dude, that
on.
looked savage, eh?
Ferguson, Oliveira. So we're all going pretty much Figueiredo there.
Yeah, Figueiredo, I reckon.
I'm going for Oliveira.
Dude, I also think Oliveira. Hey?
Yeah, that's where my instinct is.
I think like Tony Ferguson is ridiculous, and you know I've got this like history of betting against Tony Ferguson and always being wrong, right? But Oliveira, if Oliveira is wise and can get it to the ground, I think there's levels to this thing. I think Ferguson's a great grappler.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's black belt level jiu-jitsu, whatever. But then Oliveira has been doing this his whole life. Like I
Just so you go to his Wikipedia quickly, boy. Oliveira, check the Soak stats, dude. Like submission stats.
Typology or...
But that's so. I watched just that part of the countdown today when I was in the gym. That battle on the ground is so fucking intriguing to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're like not similar sort of grappling style, but similar sort of like body type, like long lanky arms and legs and like body. Well, I don't think you ever really see too many like body triangle type attacks from the back from.
But they both like to choke their opponent, right?
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
It's not like you got like a guy that likes arm locks and one guy that like legs locks.
Yeah.
They both like to choke their
Yeah, for
opponent
sure.
out. Darces, guillotines, rear naked chokes, like all of that, dude. I mean, what you call it? Oliveira's got a nasty guillotine, dude. A nasty guillotine. The crazy thing is like whenever he had like, look at his losses now. So just scroll up, knee bar, strikes, decision, but then you go a little higher. It's like
Holloway.
I remember that neck shoulder thing. But guillotine choke. For someone that's so good at guillotine chokes to get caught twice in a row by guillotine chokes.
You're like, you think it's a case most of the time, case of like
I think he's
being
like rocked.
pressured with the hands, yeah.
No, but I think
Just
he's like rocked and then
instinctively
he's like,
just shoots on it.
yeah.
I'm intrigued by this fight, dude. And like he's super pumped up as well.
Yeah.
Like super pumped up.
Well, that's his problem.
He's got like
right?
a chip on his shoulder about it as well.
He's a bit hot and cold.
Yeah.
So just scroll down a little bit. I just want to see his last fight. Who was his last fight? I mean, he's on a
Shucks,
bit of a
he's been
tear
on
at
a
the
run,
moment,
eh?
dude.
A bit.
David Tamar.
Fuck, dude.
Shit, that's a decent
Okay,
tip.
but Clay Guida, Christos Giagos, Jim Miller.
Miller's a good win, dude.
Dude, also to get a fucking rear naked choke. David Tamer, who was also on the rise, heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Nick Lentz, always dangerous. Jared Gordon, dangerous.
Kevin
Lucas
Lee.
Barros, Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee's probably his biggest win there then.
Yeah. But I mean
And Kevin Lee was giving him a fucking good go as well, eh?
but that's like a good run, dude. So like, doesn't matter what in the UFC. It's like rack up 6-7 wins in a row.
Check out that, bro. Check out how he was scheduled. Who's that? Gabriel Roller? Benel Dariush? And they're like, okay, cool, Tony Ferguson's available.
Oh man.
It's a big step up, but you beat that guy. You're right at the top.
Yeah,
Dude,
you're
if he
there.
beats Tony Ferguson, that
He's
whole
in the title mix
that whole
instantly.
title mix becomes fucking weird, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, then the problem is then he becomes the number one contender because he's on 7-fight winning streak. He beats Ferguson, who was the
Yeah.
contender,
Yeah.
right? He beats Ferguson, an 8-fight winning streak in the lightweight division, right? The only other person that's above Ferguson is Gaethje, who's just lost the title.
and then you still got Michael Chandler.
Dude,
McGregor,
I think
Poirier.
I think Michael Chandler's shots at a title was that one where someone had to pull out.
I think he fights Gaethje next, though. I think that's the fight they're gonna make.
I think they're gonna make Chandler fight Gaethje next.
Yeah, so I'm saying Chandler
Yeah,
Gaethje.
yeah.
So you'll have Chandler Gaethje, McGregor, Poirier, Ferguson, and Charles
Oliveira.
Oliveira.
Yeah.
and from there you'll start to have like a bigger picture. But if Khabib comes back into that mix,
He's adamant he's retired.
I know,
Adamant.
I know.
that he's
I don't
retired.
think he's coming back, to be honest, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's that kind of guy. I don't think there's anything that's going to excite him because I don't think GSP is ever going to happen, dude. There's too many variables. You know what I mean?
GSP's too busy growing his hair and dyeing it.
Yeah, but that as well, bro. Like, where are they going to fight, bro? Like, I just don't think GSP is going to go to 155. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I just don't see Khabib going up. I just don't see the point of that fight either.
It doesn't make sense, dude.
But like, GSP has been retired for 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is it still relevant?
I actually forgot GSP won the middleweight title. That really does throw him
Yeah, dude.
in GOAT status, eh?
Yeah. Well, he came back, beat Michael Bisping because he obviously saw he liked that
Yeah.
fight and then didn't want to fuck with it with anybody else. Like, peace.
Dude. I mean, but like, welterweight champion, middleweight champion.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, he literally came off the couch.
gazillion wins.
Bro, he came. Do you remember there was all those photos of him going around like with a boop and shit before he fought Bisping,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Holy fuck!" Oh, dude. But yeah, it's an interesting scenario. So, do you think like they're gonna kind of get two sort of number one contenders out of that pick, out of 6, like the biggest performances?
Yeah. I think if Oliveira has a big win and then like whoever, like Poirier, McGregor, whoever comes up with, if they get a big win, I reckon they make that fight instantly, dude.
It's gonna be very interesting. Because like
Like when is Gaethje Chandler going to happen? Like that could happen in May next year.
Chandler says he's getting ready. No.
And Gaethje?
Yeah, no idea. I think Gaethje's always ready though. He's got to call him the day before.
Look at that record, dude. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Who's this GSP?
Yeah. Cara Parisian was like labeled like the next greatest thing, and then GSP shut that thing down instantaneously, dude. Jay Heron, I mean, he had a bad like later part of his career, but still. Then he loses to Matt Hughes. I don't know who this Dave Strasser guy. Then Jason Miller, who was a big name. Frank Trigg, Sean Shirk, BJ Penn. Gets his revenge on Matt Hughes, then gets KO'd by Matt Serra. Then he destroys Josh Koscheck, gets another win on Matt Hughes, redeems himself on Matt Serra, and then just keeps going. John Fitch, BJ Penn, Thiago Alves, Dan Hardy, Josh Koscheck again, Jake Shields, Condit, Diaz, Hendricks. What's his win streak now?
Yes, dude.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 consecutive wins
So
against.
we've decided GSP is officially the GOAT.
Yeah, he has to be the GOAT.
Okay, we'll get Khabib out of the front there. And we'll get GSP up.
GSP has to be the GOAT now, dude.
100%. I'm with you, dude.
That's with the rule that if you popped for steroids, you can't be eligible.
Yeah. Well, I think even without it, dude, you're still having a big conversation there.
Dude, I think it's so difficult to argue Jones though.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, like Jones just continuously just smashed the best.
But also, like, the more John Jones talks about it, the more I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
please stop.
So you should have like 2 categories, right? You should have the no rules category.
Yeah.
In Jones is GOAT, and you have the one where you're like, okay,
All
the guys that played by the rules, this is the GOAT.
But what about Cejudo? He always tells everyone he's the GOAT.
Oh,
The
he's a
GOAT
knobhead,
of
eh?
what? GOAT of...
thing
That's
is
just
that
a classic, just chuck that out there, eh, boy, bit of bait. See who takes it.
The thing is like that oak, who's that oak really beat? Okay, let's rewind a little. He did beat the greatest flyweight of all time, but by like the closest, most razor sharp flipping.
And then there was no rematch. They just left it there. It was like a close fight, and they just left it where it was.
Also
So
think
annoying.
DJ was 1 foot out the door already, to be honest.
Mm.
I think he had already left before that fight even happened.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
messenger.
he's loving life in 1FC though.
Yeah, for sure.
That 1FC money. Yo.
Yo, you can't also.
He went on a tear though, eh? Wilson Hayes, Sergio Pettis, DJ, TJ.
He also hasn't.
Marlon
He
Moraes.
also hasn't fought.
rematch
Joseph Benavidez again.
Yeah.
So like he hasn't really. Okay, he redeemed his one loss, but he's never redeemed his loss against Joseph Benavidez.
How many, like Joseph Benavidez had 5 title fights, 5 losses, eh?
We don't talk about that. Eh? It's too,
Feels so
too
bad for him. You
soft.
just wish he got one of them, you know?
Marlon Moraes.
Even if you get it and get
The Beefcake. Did you see that nickname, dude? The Beefcake.
Davison Figueiredo.
Topology doesn't mess around, dude. You say it to one person once,
It's done.
Topology gets it. Bro.
Yeah. So after Cejudo, he lost to Sergio Pettis. No,
yeah.
that division was. Yes, Demetrius had his number.
But
Dom
I
had
mean-
his number.
Tom Cruise.
But he fought the biggest names. Like there was no.
No, for sure.
He fought in a scary flyweight division. So you don't want to give the GOAT title to this guy, hey?
He's too short, bro. He's just too short to be taken seriously as good.
That's not nice.
I'm
I'm fairly sure he's the same height as me.
He's fractionally taller
No,
than Rock.
No, he's not. He's
No.
actually shorter than me.
Yeah, but we're not talking
I'll
about
fight
you
him.
being. We're not talking about you being the goat, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he has to go get shoes at a special shop.
He calls himself Triple C, and that annoys me. Because no one else was competing from the UFC in the
And-
one championship that you're talking about.
And he was also Triple C when there was no dominant champion in that division.
Yeah. He fought
He's also
a
just an
deflated
idiot.
TJ.
And
he
the
split
well past
decision-
prime Dominic Cruz.
He split decision Dominic Cruz. And then he very, very sneakily left as soon as Figueiredo was
You know, yeah, and he's like, I've got a girl now, and he's like, yeah, I'm leaving.
And they're not even with that girl anymore. Oh, it's so frustrating, dude. Jesus,
King of cringe, eh?
Dude.
him and the Diaz brothers definitely do without them.
Did you see-
We forgot to
Nick
mention
Diaz is
and the
definitely
GOATs
on his way back,
conversation.
bro. Next year, Nick Diaz. His
Oh.
manager's
He's been
like,
on his way back.
he's
since, like,
99.9% sure he's coming back in 2021.
Oh, yeah. Never happened.
Dude, the thing is for me, I'm so fucking over that as well. I'm like, cool, if you're gonna fight, just fucking fight.
Nick or Nate? Nick.
Both of them, dude.
Oh, man.
You know, like
You know what irritates me the most is when Nate's like, yo, Nick Diaz is the greatest fighter of all time. You literally aren't, dude. Literally. Statistically, nowhere
but boy,
near.
it's his brother. He has to say that.
If it was my brother, I'd be like, dude, I love you, but listen, you're definitely not the greatest of all time.
Have you met George St. Pierre?
You obviously did, because he smashed you, dude. He smashed you. You couldn't even beat a well past prime Anderson Silva.
But he did some funny shit in that fight, though. And he was high off his face.
What's the
Oh.
crazy thing, right? Is that everyone will remember that.
Yeah.
You ask him what's your favorite highlights of Diaz? Oh, that time that he
Yeah,
laid
yeah.
in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Not the 900 wins he had in Strike Force. The time he knocked out Paul Daly. Yeah.
I think those, the two of those, honestly, I don't think Nick or Nate ever had the championship sort of caliber to win a title.
They
But
didn't
I think
take it seriously enough. for that.
if they did, I think they could have been fucking
Go
terrorists.
to Nate's record.
dude. Before that, bro, go to 16-year-old Nate beating up men in the gym, so we can just put this into context.
I wonder if we could find a linear champ of MMA.
Oh, God, you're always on about this
It
linear
was
shit,
Fedor,
dude.
right? It was Fedor originally.
Yeah, it was.
Then it went over to
There
Verdum.
was a whole thing the linear champ of
And then
MMA in completion.
From Verdum it went over to who knocked out Verdum? Stipe. Then from Stipe it went over to
Decent.
Cormier, and now it's back with Stipe. He's the lineal
champion of everything.
WMMA champion. Yeah.
Heard it here first.
We did this exercise the other day, boy.
But-
we were still trying to.
No, but that's not that. We're not talking about heavy. I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, we had this whole argument.
He's the
You were still
ultimate champ.
trying to say that DC is in the top.
He's
100
we
greatest.
already decided he's the fifth goat. So
Okay, so
There's a lot of reds. It's like a Christmas tree.
Go up to the beginning. So he to get the McGregor fight, he came off a loss to RDA and a win over Michael Johnson, who everyone in the lightweight division has now. Everyone has that win on their name, right?
yeah, it's like a.
Then he gets his Hail Mary win on Conor McGregor, right?
Conor was cutting to a lightweight fight at the time.
flipping skyrockets him into a superstar status, right? Goes on, loses to McGregor, thinks he won, which I don't know how he thinks he won. Then goes on to Pettis, which was a good win for him. And then Jorge just
Obliterated.
That
him.
wasn't even. They
Oh,
said
but bro,
doctor
it was the
stop.
doctor. He was just getting going, dude. It was the third round. Everyone knows that, dude.
I mean, he's lost to RDA.
Yes, that was his plan. His plan was
His
to
plan was to get
beaten
fucked up for 3 rounds. Oh, Cat's trying to make the great escape there. Last time you went out there, you shocked your ear, you moron.
Kern, scroll down.
Yeah.
So lost to RDA. Look, lost to Josh Thompson. Lost to Ben Henderson. He barely wins, dude. Lost to
You
McDonald.
beat
lost,
Cowboy, bro. What are you talking about,
Lost
bro?
to, yeah, but recently everyone's beaten Cowboy. Don Hyun Kim. Yeah, he was a good fighter, but he wasn't a great fighter.
Clay Guida.
He went on a little bit of it, I mean,
Yeah. Look, dude, exciting. Like, you know, the thing is with these guys, they add like a cool element. You know what I mean?
100.
And they do get things exciting.
but it's
But
personal.
when you
Yes,
say
we've
that
gone
you and your brother are the best fighters in the world, like you literally aren't. Like,
Hey, bro,
There's like a whole host
they
of
had to fight
that
for
smashed you.
burritos when they were young, dude. What are you talking about, dude?
this is even better than the Nate record. Check this out. GSP Condit, the no contest with
this
Anderson.
one hasn't fought since 2015.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know, like the I don't even think the Reebok era knows who the fuck Nick Diaz is, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You guys had whole children who now talk and stuff since the last time you fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, beat BJ Penn.
In Strikeforce, he was a flipping serious contender, dude.
Okay, that's quite a few ones.
Frank Shamrock,
We'll give
bro.
it to him there.
I mean, like, none of
Couple
these
wins.
guys ever, like, made a massive career. You know, Frank Shamrock was one of the original champions, right? He was the first middleweight champion, if I'm not mistaken, in the UFC. But, I mean, like, Paul Daly didn't make it big in the UFC. Cyborg didn't make it big in the UFC. KJ Noons didn't make it in the UFC. Sakurai Zoromski's barely made it in KSW. Scott Smith didn't do anything in the UFC. You know, like, he had a very impressive record, but he didn't really beat any, like, notable individuals. And then he got into the UFC and lost 2 and had 1 no contest that he originally lost. Definitely the GOAT, right? Definitely the GOAT.
He beat Robbie Lawler, bro. When Robbie still had hair. What are you talking about?
Did he really? I don't see any wins on. Oh, he did. You're right. Sorry, there.
Yeah. He beat full head of hair Robbie Lawler.
That was like 19-year-old Robbie Lawler.
Yeah. Maybe even 17.
Did you ever watch Robbie Lawler versus Tiki Gosen?
No.
He, like, KOs Tiki and then, like, this motherfucker leaping punch onto him. Bah! Slits him, like, his whole part of his, like, face over here is just, like, hanging off. Dude.
Oh, awesome.
Tiki's like, oh, bad stoppage. No, dude. Have you seen your face? Like,
Heavy days. Let's go back to the card, bro. We've got to finish those picks. Fuck, we went straight into the reads there.
A little bit of a waffle.
Waffle.
Oh, smash waffle right now.
Oh, yes, dude.
Yes,
A
yeah.
keto-friendly waffle, boy.
Mm.
Hey? And some Paul's xylitol ice cream. Pecan nut.
that
Oh,
Paul's
man.
ice cream is so
Bro.
bad, dude.
I had the birthday cake one year downstairs for a few days.
Dude, birthday cake's the greatest flavor.
It's the greatest,
The
fucking
greatest-
invention on earth.
the
Why is the
greatest
texture
ice
so
cream-
different, bro?
The greatest ice cream flavor in history.
I gave it to my sister-in-law. She's like, why is the texture so amazing?
Like, it balanced it so well between tasting like cake with icing and ice cream. Like,
I've
it's
never
like-
had it, eh?
You've never
You've never
had
lived.
birthday
I
cake.
really
You've
haven't,
never
no.
lived.
The only Paul's ice cream I've had is the sugar-free ones.
Rourke. I understand.
Dude.
I
They
understand.
got a red velvet one out now.
Listen,
with
dude.
pieces of red velvet in it.
Bro, I understand. Keto kid and it's cool, but you need to live a little. And you need to go get some fucking Paul's ice cream tomorrow.
Just-
Come to the host tomorrow. I'm gonna have the xylitol one.
Oh.
So we all went Oliveira, hey?
I lost an ear there.
Yeah, so I went JDS, then I went Jacare, Moicano, Oliveira,
I'm gonna
and
throw.
Davison.
I'm gonna throw a few flies. I'm gonna go Figueiredo, Oliveira, Fiziev, Jacare, and I'm gonna go Cyril
If
Gane.
you said Holland, I was going to be like,
And
all your
I'm
credit.
gonna go with Cyril Gane.
Okay.
Please do me a favor. Please go to Cyril Garner's Instagram now.
I'm gonna do the same.
Same as who?
Not exactly the same. That Cyril Garner guy.
You're gonna go
I'm
Cyril
gonna go with-
Garner,
I'm
but the
gonna go
rest you with Warren.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I might go Brandon Moreno.
Moreno over Figueiredo.
Yes,
Yes, you definitely want to lose this one.
Go down a bit.
I know,
Sure.
but we always get
Picture of
accused
this dude.
only betting on the favorites.
Yeah, this picture on the right here outside
What's
the
that?
UFC in Abu Dhabi. Went all the way to Abu Dhabi for fuck all. That is a big human being.
No, don't get me wrong. He's massive, dude.
That's what you need.
But he hasn't displayed the skill set that like the top level guys at heavyweight
Yeah,
display,
I
dude.
hear you. And I mean, well, fuck, his main sparring partner's a Lamberto.
Is that
Ah.
Oh, shame, man.
You know what?
That guy will get another run.
Alain
right?
Badeau's smiling like that because he just woke up from the Dolce knockout and they told him that he won.
Dude,
I'm joking. I don't mean to hate on the guy.
do you reckon?
He's way better than what we give him credit for.
Do you reckon Alain Baudot is part of the cut list? When you have to like cut 60 guys from a 600 person roster, like doesn't you like think 60 out of 600 is not bad? It's like 10% of the roster they're gonna have to shut down, dude.
I think he gets cut. I think Jean Vellante.
He's fighting this weekend.
He lost, bro. He lost
Oh.
to Jake Collier, bro.
Yeah, he's out, dude.
Go to fucking Jean
The
Vellante's
only reason
record,
he's still
bro.
in there
Because
is
of the Weidman or
Matt Serra.
Matt Serra,
connection,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Dude, this Oak hasn't won a fight in a fucking million years.
Yeah, he's like double figure losses at this stage.
And when I first saw him, I thought he was going to be
Yeah,
fucking amazing, bro.
What's his record?
17 and 13.
Yes, dude.
Brother.
Collier, Green.
But look at the guys.
Maurice Green.
Yeah,
Maurice Green's
bro.
a bum, dude.
Bro,
Like,
so is Jake Collier. No offense, like he's, like they threw him a bone. They're like, okay, cool, go to heavyweight and fight this dude here.
I mean, he's losing to guys that like literally are like mid-level guys.
Dude,
Oh man,
he beat Corey Anderson.
that's actually a massive win, dude.
He lost to OSP. Yeah, dude, this Oak's fucking cut.
The Zoke's gone. I mean, he's fought like decent guys, dude, but never beaten them. Besides Corey Anderson.
60 fighters, bro. Fuck. And there's gonna be. What about guys like
If Yoel's getting
Chris
cut.
Weidman, Luke Rockhold,
It's the guys. that-
Shogun? Well, Shogun must.
Shogun.
Have done
No,
by
he
now.
said Shogun has to retire now.
Didn't he fight this weekend?
They
Shogun?
fought like 2 weeks
No,
ago
2 weeks
against
ago, yeah.
Paul Craig, and Paul Craig demolished him, dude. And Dana's like, I really hope that's the last time we ever have to see him.
The same like Yoel, like when he actually explained why they cut Yoel, it made a lot of sense. I'm like, the dude is 44 years old.
But
You know
also
what I mean?
like
and he's lost a lot of
some of
fights.
these guys are still on like former championship. Like once you
Yeah.
get a win in a championship bout, right? You never get earning less than 150k to pitch up and fight, right?
Yeah.
That's like how the system works. So I mean, like, have some of these guys that are like they won the title, but now they're like, kind of like they're splitting wins
lingering
and
around,
losses, and like they're just kind of hanging around the. Like to pay them so much money to be on an undercard makes no sense, dude.
Sure.
So I reckon Weidman's got a good chance of being out of there,
Yeah,
dude.
I think guys like Weidman, Luke Rockhold, what about like, fuck man, the heavyweight, the weirdo, who's just come back? Ben Rothwell.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Trying to think of who else, top of my head. There'll be a lot of like the lower ranked dudes that you don't know.
Or like the guys that all lost to Chimiev, like all those guys will get cut.
Cheers, pal. Interesting. Definitely interesting.
Weird
When
times,
is this
eh?
cut gonna happen?
By the end of the year.
Yeah,
60 guys by the end of the year.
They're
dude.
gonna start rolling, dude.
Yeah. So Watson's gonna need to win, eh?
Who?
Dolce.
No, I think
Hmm.
I think he's still okay, bro.
He's
He's
1-1.
he's got value to the UFC
Yeah.
in terms of their rollout plan into Africa, dude.
Yeah, I don't. I think he's also like he's shown intent, like a camp change, and he's in the States, and also, bro, he lost to fucking Ankalaev, bro. Like, I think they're giving you that pass. The same like you make your debut against Kimaev, and they're like, cool, bro, don't stress about it, we'll get you, I don't think they're reading
Yeah.
too much into that. You know what I mean?
Plus,
Like-
they've got this aggressive rollout into Africa. Like they want to come in here in the next year or so, right? I know COVID, like, obviously pushed that back
Fucked
a little
it up.
bit,
Thanks,
but I mean,
COVID.
like,
Thanks,
Well,
China.
if you want to come in, like you need a decent stable of African-based fighters or like fighters in Africa that have got a name in Africa. Like you can't rely on, what was that one Moroccan guy, well, Algerian guy, Nordin Taleb.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't rely on someone like that. He's got zero pull in Africa. No one's going to come and watch him. Like, but you need guys like Don Drickus, JP, Dulce, all these guys who built their careers in Africa, right? So that you can bring them back into Africa and like get this push, you know?
For sure.
So I reckon like as long as Dulce shows like a decent showing, I think he'll.
But
hang
like,
around.
isn't that the funniest thing about the UFC, and I think where the biggest attraction for like hardcore MMA fans always is, they're like, you've sat and explained how much value a guy like Dulce is to the UFC where they are currently, and they're like, cool, but we're still gonna give you fucking Carl Robertson, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's no fucking cakewalk.
But in fairness, like that's like a mid-tier guy, right?
Yeah, but that's how they operate, though.
I
You know
know.
what I mean? Like nobody's gonna get cushioned. You know
In
what I mean?
fairness, like,
we're gonna see what you got.
There's very few fights in the UFC that are like an
Yeah,
easy
there's
fight.
no free pass.
Dude,
there's
like
no such
everyone
thing.
that you get put up against could literally like win on, like if they have a good day, they could win. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like which guy you're gonna get, the guy that like regularly makes that step up and gets the job done, or a guy that's like just trying to still find his feet in the UFC.
What do you guys think of this fight?
Oh, dude.
Yes, if this happened, I'd go
Fucking
crazy,
hell,
dude.
I think I'd cry.
You think you'd cry,
Bro, like
Madge versus Cerrone?
I try to
Like a,
like, because obviously I expected the hate would come, you know, like the hate was kind of like, oh, why are you trying to use Donald Cerrone? He's on his way out, or like whatever the fuck people were saying. And I was trying to balance my mind. I mean, it's no secret that there's a personal relationship between all of us and Don Madge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're not hiding that, and there's obviously always going to be a lot of bias there, and I don't think we're hiding that either. But I try to like sit back and ask myself, why would something like this not be possible? Because then you start to say, okay, well, Don's not really a name yet. But then I'm like, is he not a name? Because you're fighting a guy who's realistically like number one from a continent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're like, well, this is the let's say in the lightweight division
yeah.
right now, this is the best guy we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Donald is past his prime, and he's not looking for a top 10 contender. I realistically, I don't think that's the truth. So why would the UFC not say, okay, like, listen, Don, this is a big opportunity for you. You know what I mean? Like you can fall into like a top 20 ranking here, you know, with a guy like Donald Cerrone.
In terms of marketing,
Why would you not? Why would that not be exactly in terms of marketing? Because you're not fighting Don Madge, who's 2-0 in the UFC. You're fighting Don Madge, who's like the like modern day leader of MMA for a continent.
But not
You know what I
only
mean? There's a
that,
big difference.
if he does beat Cerrone, right, that gives the UFC a massive marketing tool for his future fights. He's got wins over Donald Cerrone.
Yeah. Well,
like-
look at Drickus, bro. Drickus went straight into Marcus Perez, bro, who a win over there put him straight into like a decent ranking. I think he was like in the top 20 or 30 or the top 30
like,
or whatever.
I think it was like 34 or something like that.
You know what I mean? And
In
like
the
no
world.
one was saying, oh fuck, this is a big step up in your debut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, so it's not impossible. I think it's something that definitely could happen. There's no reason why it can't happen. Like, if, there's a lot of other names I guess you could throw it at Cowboy, but how many of those are actually going to mean something? You know what I mean? I think you're fighting Africa. You know what I mean? Not Don Madge. Like, I think that would be. Fuck, dude. Look, I don't think it's impossible. I think Don's got good management. I don't know if Cerrone had 5 names in his head. I don't think Don Madge was one of them realistically, but it should be now because I think enough noise was made for it to be seen at least. You know.
Be interesting.
Yeah.
But that's also my thing is what I want to say to people. I'm like, you know, like a lot of people have things against us or me or Don or Jims or other people, but at the end of the day, like, even if everything that was done around this fight, like people pushing, people tagging, people sharing, even if you don't agree with it or whatever it is, even that little push, even if it just gets Don Madge's name in front of Cowboy's eyes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's the job done. Because he might not have known who he was,
Yeah.
and now he knows who the fuck he is. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Like, that's a massive achievement on its own, and that's where like where fans come in like a big part, especially when you try and rally your immediate support base, like especially a crazy little we're a crazy little corner. You know what I mean? So regardless, I think it's, as a fan, like you've got to try. You don't have to do your bit. I'm just saying, like it does help, and it does put things. Cause check it out, dude. It's just Don Madge,
Stylistically,
dude.
it's such an interesting match, dude, as well. It's
Fuck, dude.
guys that are both good, like high level striking.
You just scroll.
And
the
then-
first post.
Dude, it's just
You
Don Madge all over this post, bro. It's fucking awesome,
See,
bro.
the one thing South Africans do is they.
It's fucking.
hardly play
Hey, bro.
for-
Who's commenting there? Now you must know it's legit.
Who commented?
I can't read, bro.
Alright, I'll zoom in.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Springbok MMA even.
Like that's the thing. Is like I think that it would actually be a phenomenal fight to watch. Both guys can grapple the fuck out of you. Both guys are high level strikers. Yes,
Yeah,
the
dude,
comments
it'll
just
be
keep
sick.
going. Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
If he doesn't know who Don Madge is, then I don't know. Dude.
No,
Obviously-
for sure. Shout out
Obvi-
to all of you fucking people who jump on these things. I really love seeing this shit. It gets me so excited.
Yeah.
I just
that's
I
exactly
just
the
wish he
point.
like bit a little bit, like
Yeah.
that he just like posted something that
Yeah, like
bit.
who's this kid or something?
Do this.
Or let's see the replies. None from old Don Cerrone.
Yeah, people are getting on it, eh?
Yo, dude.
Good job, South Africa.
Yeah, fucking well done.
Yes, imagine that happens, dude. Oh my goodness.
Dude, like imagine all the stars aligned and Drick has got that Kevin Holland fight. Don got Cowboy. Fuck, dude. I'd be so excited. I don't
Hey,
even know
well,
how it's.
I mean, if Kevin Holland doesn't get past Jacare, that Drickus fight seems way more
Yeah.
attainable, dude.
yeah, for sure. Sweet. Let's check those fight announcements quick. What?
Where are the finals?
Go to Instagram. Let's go to UFC News Alert. To what's this chick's name? Farah Hanoun.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Akhmedov.
sure don't post the ones that are in Russian.
This
though.
one
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just
this is
this
Akhmedov.
guy's is just squiggly lines. I'm not gonna pretend like a.
Akhmedov vs Breeze.
Yo.
That
That looks like
Akhmedov's
Nuno.
Yeah.
go.
You said he's about 20 times
Go
bigger.
go down quite a bit, bro. There's quite a string of them. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll get there.
who's this guy?
It's a
Casey
weird
Kenny.
matchup, Casey Kenny. Yeah, he just had a good one.
It's always nice to see Dominic Cruz in there, though.
Keep going. Joe Benavidez.
I think he wants you to go to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, does he have a limited profile here?
No. They go from their Holland Jacare, I think. So Holland Jacare we've already spoken about. Clay Guida, Michael Johnson. I like this fight a lot. Fun fight. But I think,
Winner leaves town, eh?
yeah, I think somebody's getting cut there.
Loser leaves town.
Yeah, this is a cool fight as well. Benel Dariush versus Diego.
That's actually a great fight.
Fucking cool fight,
Yeah.
dude. I feel like Diego Ferreira is one of those dudes as well who's ranked pretty fucking high, and they're just like, yeah, cool, we don't care, dude. Look, you
Yeah.
just carry on going there.
Yeah. Because you
This
got the
guy-
Anthony Pettis win last,
Yeah.
right?
This guy looks like the Donald Cerrone you order off. Take a lot versus the Donald Cerrone you order off.
He looks a bit like Brian Barberena as well. Joe Benavidez.
Who's he fighting here?
Askar.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool fight.
That's a good fight.
This
dude.
heavyweight fight, this Dorcas. I don't know how you
Stephen
say his
Thompson
name.
versus Jeff Neal.
Yeah, that's the main
that's
event
a good
now.
fight, dude.
Yeah. This Dorcas versus Olenek. This dude's also like, this Chris Dorcas is so weird. He's one of those dudes where he's a cop, I think. Something like that. But like, you look at him and like, there's no way this dude's ever winning a fight, and he just keeps fucking murking oaks. Olenek's like, cool. He has taste my anaconda choke.
Yeah.
Alex Morano, Anthony Pettis.
Doesn't Olenek do the
Yeah,
Ezekiel?
the Ezekiel, yeah. That's on the left there. What's this dude's name?
yes, he's bodied up, eh?
Yeah, Leon Murphy, bro. This dude's a fucking beast as well.
This
saw
is
him in
Douglas
Abu Dhabi.
Silva with
I
Andrade. He's
think-
definitely
Yeah.
on that.
I think
Never,
Warren,
bro. He's been eating fish, bro, and water
Let's see.
diet.
I think Warren was. I don't think Warren was talking about this guy. I think he's talking about Captain. Captain
Abs over there,
Captain
bro.
WBFF.
He was hiding with Jose when you saw the pitch up.
Him and Jose just like bumped into. ¿Cómo está?
This guy got sweated on by.
Yeah, that's the sweat of Vitor Belfort, bro. That's what happens.
Yes.
He's been hanging around with the Lane Galan.
That is a powerful tattoo.
Whoa. I dig my boy's jersey there on the left as well.
For sure, don't go fight in Abu Dhabi. You'll die from heat stroke.
Yes, dude. Yeah, Casey Kenny, that's a weird one.
This chick always wins, dude. This Gillian Robertson, right? She just finds a way to win
She
all
also
the
just got
time,
her
dude.
black belt as well.
Could be part of it. Okay, then I think that's it.
That's it, really. Nice.
Nice, guys.
Very
Sounds like
nice.
that.
Interesting. Cool fight card. Look, I must be honest, like it's nice to have a... Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is it. Boom.
Bang.
Awesome.
Oh, my dude.
And doink.
Bro, that is... Oh, it's a savage KO, eh?
Yes, see, that's so difficult.
Oh, dude. Look how his arms are like stiff like that, dude. Okay, Rourke, please don't make me watch this again.
No, that was ugly, hey? That's an
Please.
ugly knockout.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Not nice.
Ugly.
Anyways, peeps, thanks for tuning
Switch eyes.
in.
That's
Make sure
fine.
you hit subscribe. We'll see you next week. Ciao.